It's the week of September 27th, 2021 on The Bold and the Beautiful. The week that gave us Coitus Interruptus, Tea Time for Dummies, and one man's crusade to make sure his father dies cold and alone. So fill your petty cups to the brim and get ready for Talk Soap with Keisha Chantal. Hello, Soap Opera Nation. Welcome back. I'm your host, Keisha Chantal, your ambassador for all things petty. Today's show will deliver all the highlights from some of this week's best scenes. Brooke's audacity, for instance. Plus, spoilers decoded. So make sure you watch all the way to the end because I don't wanna miss a thing. Oh, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so that the next time a video drops, you'll be the first to know. Don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to be petty in the comments. All right, let's get into some mess. In case you missed it, here's how the time in Los Angeles was divided this week. Now, let's break it down. Welcome to the Malibu Rumble. The weather promises nothing but clear skies and a comfortable 73 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it's the perfect day for opening up a can of whoop-ass. We have an exciting match for the fans today. Steffy Forrester, fashion heiress and social media influencer, facing off against grandchild-hungry sociopath Sheila Carter. Wow, sounds like a great game, Laverne. I'm feeling like a kid on Christmas morning. Let's get started. Carter has managed to breach what is supposed to be a heavily guarded multi-million-dollar mansion in Malibu. Leaderboard says this is the third time that Carter has accessed the property with ease. Wasn't there supposed to be a restraining order, Joe? Funny you asked that, Laverne. My producers just chimed in and said that actually the Forrester family took out a restraining order against Carter when she first arrived into town 2 months ago. However, their legal counsel, Carter Walton, has allowed things to stall because he's a little busy and doesn't have his shit together. Whoa, sounds like someone's about to lose their job. Get this dance. Yeah. Carter makes her move, slipping in while Forrester's back is turned. Surprise! It's evil incarnate!
How did you get past my guard at the gate?
Not sure scarecrows count as security. What do you think, Joe? Definitely not. Carter with the gaslighting. Great offensive move, but will it fly? Carter advances. Forrester takes 2 steps back to maintain a safe distance. That could give her the edge that she needs. Carter's rap sheet is longer than a CVS receipt. Attempted murder, battery, kidnappings, blackmail, just to name a few. Makes you wonder why Forrester hasn't called the police or made a move to alert the guard or send out some kind of distress signal. No, that would be too logical, Laverne. The fans are supposed to believe that Forrester is able to take on this maniac all by herself. So far, she's done a pretty good job at holding off on the offensive line. Ouch! That backhanded slap packed the power of 10 pimp daddies. Impressive play by Forrester. Carter, still trying to plead her case, getting impatient, decides to make a dash on the 50-yard line to the nursery. Oh, beautifully blocked by Forrester. Things are heating up, Joe.
Well, we'll see about that though, won't we?
Oh, a forceful shove by Forrester. She's not messing around, Laverne. 2 bitch slaps and now this? I'm afraid for her life.
Steffy, what's going on? Sheila.
No! The ref calls it! The ref calls it! Looks like we have to shed blood another day, folks. Until next time, thank you for watching Malibu Rumble. Keep it here. Shoo! Sheila is desperate, isn't she? It makes you wonder what all this fuss is about. It's not like Finn is her only child and Hayes her only grandchild. Sheila's got 4 other spawns that are floating around out there. She's got Mary, Diana, Ryder, Daisy. But I guess since none of them are married to a Forrester, Finn's an only child. After Finn tells Sheila to kick rocks, the next time we see him, he's in a very dark place. No, not emotionally. I mean literally. Oh my God, not this. Not Finn inside Hope's crypt. Ugh, and having tea with Liam's clown bride? I demand to know the meaning of this betrayal.
I'm sorry, I didn't intend to stay this long. If I'm keeping you from something, feel free to kick me out anytime.
Oh, Finn, losing credibility by the day. What happened to you, dog? When we first met, you were God's gift to Los Angeles. A brilliant doctor, a promising love interest for Steffy and her never-ending dance with drama. Now look at you, sitting in the pitch-black nothingness of Hope's backyard shack, consorting with the enemy. T kicks off with a mutual appreciation of how awkward it is that both of their spouses are at a playdate with Kelly. Why? Is it because both Steffy and Liam banged each other last year and she almost ended up getting pregnant by him? Probably. But in the meantime, let's focus on the present. Hope wants to let Finn know that she really appreciates him coming into the picture and distracting Steffy so that she could hoard her trash with little to no interference.
Oh, is something wrong?
It's her.
Sheila?
After Finn confesses his desire to get to know a mentally disturbed woman, Hope tells him that it's all gonna work out, and she offers up an unsolicited hug. I have a question. Does Finn have a sign on the back of his shirt that says "hug me"? Because what's up with all the broads reaching out and hugging up on him? This is Steffy's man, okay? Steffy's man, not yours. This is very inappropriate. And also, Hope, you have no idea if this is going to work out or not. You don't have a crystal ball, so shut the hell up and sit down. Meanwhile, at Carter's sex loft, kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room?
Justin?
What the hell, man? How'd you get in here?
Oh, that's what you're worried about?
Justin in the house. And what do we have here? Oh, Eric's wife about to do the nasty with his COO? Say it ain't so. We are picking up the panties where we dropped them last week, folks. Justin Barber, Secret Agent 69, is on the case. And he wants answers, which Carter is only too happy to provide instead of, oh, I don't know, kicking his butt because he just broke into his house and he doesn't deserve or nor is he entitled to any answers on his private property? Seriously though, what is the point of all of this if you can't handle your biz when an intruder breaks in? Is it just for decoration? Is it all fluff and no substance? Despite Quinn and Carter's best efforts, they fail miserably at convincing Justin that they're having sex because Eric told them to. Justin is like, the lies, the lies, the lies. I don't believe none of what y'all telling me, okay? Well, let me save you about 4 days worth of dialogue and just give you the cliff notes. First of all, every one-liner from Justin was absolute gold.
Hands all over each other, half naked. Cheap ongoing affair. Eric doesn't roll like that.
Second, while Justin is putting Quinn and Carter through the panty inquisition, Katie and Eric are having that cathartic moment that was teased in last week's spoilers, and it turned out to be nothing more than another opportunity for Katie to bawl over how Bill is trash and loves Brooke more than her.
Before all those insecurities and doubts crept in.
You know what this face says? I haven't had sex in 2 years. That's something that she has in common with Eric. Then Justin finally arrives to deliver his scandal sheet. Well, he tries, but that disheveled brute, Ridge, won't let him get a word in edgewise once he hears that Carter and Quinn are hitting the sheets again. Man, after that, it's off to Santa Monica for some self-righteous indignation.
They can explain it to me. Oh, hey, hold on, Ridge, man. I haven't told you everything. Let him tell it to me.
I'm coming with you.
Make sure you stick around for a soap opera read where I drag Brooke Logan for absolute filth over her hypocrisy when it comes to Quinn. In the meantime, let's take the Hot Mess Express to the last station, Forrester Mansion. Quinn makes it home just in time to tell Eric that his condition is now public knowledge. Eric doesn't even have time to process this betrayal before Ridge comes bursting through the door with what he thinks is a revelation that will be the final nail in Quinn's coffin. Not! Things escalate quickly from there. Since Ridge is full of hot air and little else, he blows up and declares that it is the end of the Quinn dynasty.
You know what? Game over. Take your stuff and get out now.
That's enough.
Eric jumps in and finally says, Ridge, enough! I was the one that gave Quinn permission to sleep with our COO. Which, of course, Ridge doesn't want to accept. Doesn't it blow your mind that Ridge acts like he's the Lord and Emperor of Eric? I mean, I've been aboard this Hot Mess Express since 2016, and he has been talking to Eric like he ain't nothing. It's so disrespectful. No matter what Eric tells him, Ridge is not trying to hear it. Eric says, if you could just shut up for 1 second. I actually wanted this. I asked Quinn to sleep with Carter. Ridge is like, no, she's conning you. Eric says, no, I can assure you, this was my decision. Ridge is like, no, she's toying with you. Eric says, is that what you think? You think I'm some feeble, decrepit man that, has a mind made of mush and I can't make my own decisions? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, Eric, you have won the grand prize. That's exactly what Ridge thinks. Ridge doesn't respect you. To him, you're just an old man with mush for brains. And the fulfillment that you get from Quinn, well, that was something that he was after in the early days. You know what they say? There's a thin line between love and hate. And since he can't love Quinn, I guess he has no choice but to hate her. And hate the fact that you love her. Well, tough tatas, because Eric put his foot down and told Ridge straight to his face, look, this is my house. This is my decision. This is my wife. This is my life. And I'm gonna live it the way I see fit. And Ridge don't give two flying F's about what Eric wants. He never has, and he never will. Next steps, Quinn and Carter need to cease and desist with their hanky-panky. All right? The thrill is gone. It's not interesting anymore. Dead it. How can Carter possibly still continue to work at Forrester Creations? Everybody knows that you don't shit where you eat. And he's done it twice now. Now, last time that I checked, your last name is not Forrester, sir. So you cannot survive the scandals. But I don't know. I guess I gotta wait and see. I have faith in you, though. Stay strong. And now it's time to rate Love in the Afternoon. Was it hot or not? The black folks had 3 minutes and 18 seconds of airtime this week. Zende got the good word that his girlfriend is finally moving out of Finnegan Castle. And he's really excited to spend more time with her because she is smoking hot. And no day is complete without one of her smiles. I guess 2 very dry pecks on the lips later, and it's a not for me, dog. And now it's time to drag someone for filth.
How dare you?
Dear Brooke Logan Forrester, you raggedy bitch. How dare you walk into Carter's home wearing a white blazer and pink curtains to judge Quinn when you have slept with all the men in Los Angeles who have a pulse. Perpetual bride, married 11 times, laid on your back for the Father, the Son, and all the moldy spirits. Former of the Valley, later the, what was it that Stephanie called you?
The whore who sleeps not just with their father, but with his 2 sons.
That's it. The whore of Beverly Hills. I know you're not fixing your mouth to judge anyone, ma'am. Not when you laid on your back for Eric and Ridge and got pregnant with Bridget and had to get a paternity test to find out who the baby daddy was. Not when you slept with Bridget's husband and got pregnant with Hope. Not when you slept with Bill, your sister's husband, and got pregnant with his baby, which you later miscarried. The living audacity. Ma'am, have all the seats. spoilers for the week of October 4th, 2021 are in. So let's try to make some sense out of nonsense. On Monday, Finn will continue to be a complete bonehead. Now that Paris has moved out, I guess my beautiful idiot needs another sympathetic heir instead of a licensed therapist. Okay. Points off for Finn for assuming that Hope is going to keep what he told her in confidence and not run straight to her husband and tell him. And then he runs straight to Steffy and then tells her. And then Steffy says, you know what? Back to the sweat box with no air conditioning because you don't know how to fly straight and follow my rules. On Tuesday, the electric chemistry that is sparking between Zende and Paris continues to be reminiscent of brother and sister. They will flirt and continue to give each other dry pecks on the lips. And if you want a preview of what that's like, why don't you just pull up a YouTube video of walls being dry sanded? Unfortunately, Thomas will do or say something that will give Steffy the idea that he's still obsessed with Hope. Yes, it appears that we are still on this merry-go-round. On Wednesday, it's Take Me Out to the Ball Game Day, where Paris plans a romantic date for her brother Zende. I mean, damn it, her boyfriend Zende. She plans a surprise and takes him out to the game, very sweet, where she will catch him off guard with a little something. And that something is actually going to be an exact duplicate of the date that Rick planned for Maya when he took her in 2016 to Dodger Stadium and then surprised her by setting her up to sing the national anthem. So Paris is going to do the same thing because Brad Bell likes to repeat the same stories every couple of years. Also on Wednesday, get your fingers ready for the fast forward button because apparently Liam is going to be planning a surprise romantic rendezvous for Hope, which means that their couch is in for a terrible night. On Thursday, remember how Zende told Paris that he wanted to take things slow? Well, forget all that. Now he wants to speed it up. And guess what that means? Now that she's moving out of the castle in Malibu, he's probably going to proposition her and say, hey, I see a future with you. And I would love for you to move in on the Forrester compound with me. No, Zende. Let that little girl spend the money that she is earning and let her get her own place. You are too young to be shacking up, bruh. Think, and maybe get a divorce while you're at it. Are you divorced from Nicole? You still haven't told us. Very suspicious. Also on Thursday, mess alert! A mysterious person makes landfall in Los Angeles. This person is supposed to shake things up with the clowns that live in Brooke's backyard shack. And I'm excited. This is really exciting news because, you know, I hate to see when they're happy. So if they can get a little bit of, I don't know, problems coming their way that doesn't involve Steffy, then I'm all for it. All right? I want them to suffer. Closing the week out on Friday, Sheila unveils a new blueprint to blow up Finn and Steffy's marriage. Somehow, this is going to involve some new piece of information that she has received that she's going to use to her advantage. And I have a little idea what it could be. Maybe she got wind that Steffy had a opioid addiction for 3 weeks, and she's going to somehow use that to probably get her hooked on drugs again, and then find some way to declare her an unfit mother, and then steal Hayes from her because she's hungry for grandchildren. Just a theory. Well, that's it for this week's Talk Soap, everyone. Who do you think is on their way to Los Angeles to mess with Liam and Hope? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, stay petty. Mwah.